Hi guys, today I'm making potato pudding, and I'm making potato pudding with a twist, because with this potato pudding I'm adding ingredients in it that some people wouldn't otherwise added. So in this container here I have 4 potato, medium size like this size potato. I peeled it already, so I can't show you, or maybe I can. Let me check the fridge. Yeah, so medium size potato like this, and these are the red one, and these are Jamaican potato. So in this pan I already peel and break them in pieces, because I'm not blending these, I'm gratering them. When you grate these things, the texture of the pudding is better than if you were to blend it. So I am putting cassava in my potato pudding, and so I already start peeling the cassava. When I break it, I see this gray in the middle of it. So what I do, I just peel it and then cut out the gray area. It's not supposed to have this gray area, but what am I going to do? I'm not going to throw it out, because you know food is expensive and stuff is expensive. So I'm just going to peel it and then cut it out. Yeah, so potato pudding, Jamaican potato pudding with a twist. And for the cassava, you want to learn how to peel cassava. Usually back home we do this, so we mark it all the way around like that. Try not to bore down into the flesh, just do it shallow. You kind of, I don't know what you call this method, cork it like all the way around, and then you start lifting and peel. You put the knife in between these area and you start to peel. Okay, see, like so. And it will open easily. That's how I was taught to peel cassava. See how it's coming off? So you continue. Use a small knife and you cork it, and then you push the knife in between where you cork. And then here we have it. So now I'm going to open it. See the gray area? And then I'm going to just cut it out. See? I don't know why it's like that. Nothing we buy in the store is the way how it used to be. And yeah, I don't know what we're eating, but at the end of the day we have to eat, right? We have to eat to survive. So unless you plant your own food, you have no control over what you're actually eating or getting. So I basically scrape the whole middle out. Okay, so I have one small cassava, I have to call it, well, maybe medium. Yeah, I will say small because cassava can grow like extremely large. So I'm gonna say one small cassava, and the potato. I already peel them, so I'm gonna wash them and then begin to grate them. I'll be right back. Let me just do some cleaning up. Okay guys, so I'm back and this is my grater and this is the pan. I already washed my cassava and potato. Don't mind the some skin residue leave on it. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you take most of the skins off and you wash them properly. So it doesn't have to be perfectly clean of all its skin. Okay, so I washed them and now I'm going to begin grating my potato and cassava. So for me right now, I'll start with the potato, and you want to grate it on this side. And as I said before, it's always better to grater the cassava or the potato for making the Jamaican potato pudding, because originally that's how you do it and that's what we're used to. Okay, and blending it, I think it will make the potato soft, and because you have to put a little water to blend it and you might put too much water and it can make the potato really soft. So it's always good to do it the traditional way. Okay, to save time on this video, I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm finished grating the cassava and the sweet potato. So now I'm gonna break this coconut and I'm gonna grate half of it, and I'll be right back. Oh, I forgot to show you in case you don't know how to break it. So I'm using this knife and start from the top, and it has to be a dry dry coconut. I think this coconut is good because when I check check it out, it look and sounds solid. See, I told you. Very good coconut, and the juice in here can drink, or you can add it to the pudding. So in my case, I think I'm gonna add it to the pudding. Actually, for the coconut, you can blend it. You don't have to grate the coconut. You can blend the coconut. Good coconut, when you open the shell or take it out of the shell, should look like this. You see, there is no brown spot or anything. It's quite solid, and this is a good coconut. I'm only going to add half of it. The other half, I'm gonna just put it in the fridge. Well, it's probably gonna be more than the half. And when you're taking it out of the shell, just be careful. Rest it on a hard surface, because if you take it out, if you hold it in your hand like this to take it out, the shell underneath might just burst open and the knife go down in your hand middle. So try to rest it on a hard surface, like what I am doing. I rest it on the counter while digging it out. Or you can rest it on a cutting board as well. So I'm just gonna put the rest of this in the freezer to freeze. To use some other time. And this is my blender. I am going to be blending the coconut. I will use its own juice to blend it. So I'm gonna cut them up real small. I cut them out small like this because I want it to blend fast. So I'm gonna blend it with a cup of water. And the coconut, it's I will say like it's a medium-sized coconut, and I'm adding the cup of water in there. It's not even covering the coconut. I don't want to put too much water in there because I still have the coconut water, and I don't want to put too much water in the pudding. So remember, a cup of water in this too, and I'm gonna blend it at high speed. At this point, I'm gonna add the coconut water that I took out, and this is, like, the measure, see how much it is. This is about it's more than the half, so I'm gonna say this is about you know what, let me use a different measuring cup. This is about 3/4 cup. Yeah, 180 millimeter. So you can say it's just 3/4 cup of the coconut water, and then plus the 1 cup of water. So you can keep track of All right, so I think I'm finished blending. This is, yeah, I think this is finished blending. It's fine enough. So what I'm gonna do right here now, I'm gonna strain all this into a container, squeeze the trash out. So I'm just gonna pour it in here. Seems like it needs some warm water to squeeze it out, because it doesn't look like I'm getting a lot of what I'm supposed to get out of it. Nevertheless, I am not going to I am not going to pour hot water in there like that. Yeah, so I have to catch a cup of warm water and pour on the pulp to get out all the fat or the richness of the coconut milk, because when I was squeezing it, it feels almost as if it sleep up, or the milk was hard to so extract from the coconut pulp. So I had to pour a cup of warm water on the pulp to finish get it out. But I'm only gonna use the first part of it that I strain, that has the coconut water in there, and a cup of, and this that I ended up re-squeeze a second time. I'm just gonna put it down for something else, like maybe when I'm making rice and pea or something, I put it in there. Get a container. Guys, I'm just cleaning up my station area. I don't like to work on messy surface or disorganized surface. So let me just clean up while I finish up with this thing. So here I have flour. For the dry ingredients I have flour, but I'm using whole wheat flour. And I have cinnamon, nutmeg, I have brown sugar, and I have some coconut flakes which I'm gonna put in there. Remember guys, this is potato pudding my style. A Jamaican potato pudding with a twist. Where is my vanilla? Okay, here is the vanilla. Okay, so okay, now people, I'm going to add 2 cups of flour. I'm not going to put the recipe in the description. So if you're going to bake with me, just follow the guide step by step on the video, or you can write down after while I go through all the ingredients. You can make note of them. So I'm adding, for the dry ingredients, 2 cups of whole wheat flour, and I'm going to add 1.5 cups of brown sugar, and I'm adding 1.5 cups of brown sugar because the sweet potato already sweet, but because we have fresh ingredients in there as well, like the flour and the cassava, that's why I'm putting 1.5 cups of brown sugar. And because the potato is sweet, I'm not adding more than the 1.5 cup because I don't want the pudding to be overly sweet. But if you feel like you would like to add a little bit more sugar, then you can go ahead and do that. But as for me, that's what I'm doing. And for nutmeg, I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. One loaded teaspoon. Not teaspoon. Yeah, teaspoon. 1 loaded teaspoon. Sorry guys, I'm old, so sometimes I forgot things. Well, not afraid to say I'm old. I'm 52 years old. Going up there in age, not pretending to be a young chicken or a young fowl. It is what it is, right? Don't call me old though, because I will be highly offended. Okay, so I also put 1 teaspoon of cinnamon as well. And for salt, I'm gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of salt. All right, now we have all our dry ingredients together. I'm also going to add 1/2 cup of coconut flakes. As I said to you before, this is my way. But the coconut flakes, I just had it, instead of putting it with the dry ingredients, I just add it to the potato mix. Okay guys, so I have my wooden spoon. This one is not, it has these little, it's not, I have another one, but yeah, I have this one, but I think I prefer using this one. So I am just going to, you can see, I'm just gonna mix up all these dry ingredients together to get out any lumps and stuff, including the flour. Okay, put here a little bit low. There's some lump from the sugar, which I'm trying to if you have a mixer, you can also try to dissolve these lumps by mixing. Or in this case, I feel like I'm just gonna go in with my hand, wash my hand, dried it, and then go in with my hand to get rid of these lumps. If you have a mixer, you can also try to mix out to get the lumps out. I'm just gonna wash my hand, make sure they're clean, and get in there. So I washed my hand, and now I'm just gonna, nails are clean and everything and cut short. So I'm just gonna get in there and try to squeeze these lump out, like try to dissolve them out with my hand. It's my mixer. For some reason the other day I was using it and it just starts smoking, so I don't have any mixer and I totally forget about it. So yeah, sometimes you have to improvise. Oh my goodness. But some of these lumps, once the water catches them, the liquid catches them, they will start dissolving. But I just don't want to leave this amount in there because we need most of the lumps gone before the liquid is added. And just so you know, I had a brown sugar in mind, but if you have white sugar, it worked just as well. But to be honest, I prefer using the brown sugar because it's authentic. That's what we used to use in Jamaica when it comes on to making pudding. White sugar for us is when brown sugar are scarce and we can't get it to buy, then the white sugar is available. But in Jamaica, the brown sugar is used most often. That's what we use on a regular, brown sugar. Because you know we produce a lot of cane sugar and molasses and all of that. Okay, so this is my my potato pudding with a twist of what I've added and what I like. I have never done this before. This is my first time making it this way. And why do I make it this way? Because I find like over the past few years, whenever time I heat potato pudding, I will always get like chest burn. My chest always burn me. It's like I'm like, you know, when you heat something too spicy or with a lot of pepper and you get this, you know, burning sensation on your chest. That's what I find. So I'm doing it this way. Hopefully it makes a difference. Okay, so now I've dissolved out most of the lumps. So now I am going to start adding the flour in. As you can see here, I made a well in the potato, cassava and flake coconut mix. So now I'm going to add this coconut milk inside and then put the flour little by little and mix. Well, the dry ingredients, not just the flour, the dry ingredients, little by little, and mix. Little bit at a time, because you want to get it dissolved as much as possible. And I'm using a whisk for that. Then afterward, I'm going to use the spoon. I'll show you like what it looks like. See? So I'm mixing with the whisk from the middle, and it's slowly working in the edges. I have some more flour which I am going to add as well. Okay, let me just do this. So I just had the last remaining dry mixer and I kind of sprinkle it all over to make it thinly spread all over, not pour it down in one area so it's too thick. So I kind of spread it out all over, and then I'm gonna continuously mixing. And then remember that coconut, second coconut milk that I juice out from the pulp. I'm gonna add probably about 1/3 cup of it in here after finish dissolving and mixing in everything. Maybe if it need more, I will put, and I'll show you the consistency that you're looking for. Okay, so far everything has been mixed right out. I use this to finish it off, but this consistency you see here is a little bit too thick. For the first coconut cream that I added in, it was 1 cup. It was 1 cup because I never finished completely squeeze the pulp out. As I told you, it has like it wasn't coming out totally, so I had to add warm water to the pulp to finish squeeze it. So when whatever I pour out became like 1 cup. Remember to blend the coconut. I put 1 cup of water, plus I had what was it? Um, plus I had 3/4 cup of the coconut water that came from the coconut itself, and I pour in there and blend everything together. But when I pour out after juicing out some, it becomes 1 cup. So now I have 1 cup of liquid in this potato pudding mix. So now for the second coconut cream that I squeeze out, I'm gonna add 1 cup more water. I thought I would only need like 1/3, but I need at least 1 more cup to see, and then we'll go from there. So this is the second coconut cream, which I've like removed from the pulp. So I'm gonna add 1 more cup in here. Okay, so it's the way we want it. So in here I have 2.5 cup of coconut milk, and now I'm gonna add some vanilla. In some cases, like you can have the potato that you grate and whatever else you added in the potato separately, and the dry ingredients separately, and also for the coconut milk you can have it in a container, sweeten the sugar, sweeten the coconut milk with sugar, and put a bit of vanilla in there. And if you have like a little bit of rum or rose water, you can put those together and sweeten them, and you know, a little butter or what have you, and then just pour everything and mix up everything. But today I do it my way. Yeah, so this is the way I'm doing it today. So now I'm gonna add a tablespoon of vanilla in this. Okay, so as we bake together, this is the consistency you want. I don't know if you can see that, or it fall off easily. If you make it watery more than this, what's gonna happen, you're gonna end up with a very soft potato pudding that fall apart when you try to cut it. Okay, so all the spices and everything are already mixed up in this. So now I'm going to preheat my pan and grease it with butter. I leave some coconut milk behind that I'm going to sweeten, and then pour it over the potato pudding when it's almost ready to be taken out of the oven. I'm heating my oven at 350 Fahrenheit, and then I'm going to bake for about an hour and a half, or until the middle. When you put a knife in, it comes out clean. Okay guys, so this is the pudding. It's in a, this is like probably a 12 to 14 inch baking tin. I added also some raisin inside before pouring it out, you know, just for fun. So now I'm going to put it in the oven and bake uncovered for about an hour and a half. So this is the finished product. Super hot. I bake it for an hour and a half. Can't wait to try it. It has to cool first though. So now here we have it, everyone, the finished product. Yeah, so oops, this is the side of it. You can see the coconut and the raisin. Yeah, it's very nice and moist. Well, thank you for watching. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up, like and follow.